Come on. Come on.
This is the story of how trust between people and nature can turn an ordinary backyard into a sanctuary. I never imagined I would one day become part of the lives of wild swans. Yet 6 years ago, everything changed. And now, year after year, they return to me as if my home is also theirs. It all began when I noticed a lone swan wandering into my yard. It looked tired, cautious, but curious. A few weeks later, another appeared. Slowly, they began visiting more often. At first, they were just exploring. Then, to my surprise, they chose to build a nest here. Out of all the places they could have picked, they settled in my backyard. At the beginning, I kept my distance. I didn't interfere, I simply watched as they built their nest, cared for one another, and brought their little world to life. But something unexpected happened over time. They began to trust me. They realized this was a safe place, that I meant them no harm. Now we even share a ritual. The swans will come right up to my door, as if knocking to say, "We're here, are you home?" The mother swan patiently waits until I step outside, and then she walks toward me, calm and unafraid. She even leads me to her chicks, almost proudly showing them off. Look how beautiful they are. Swans are extraordinary to watch. On the water, they are pure elegance, smooth, graceful, and majestic, like royalty gliding across a mirror. On land, however, they wobble clumsily, stepping awkwardly, flapping their wings in funny little bursts. That contrast makes them all the more charming. But what surprised me most was how they acknowledge me. When I step into the yard, they nod their heads as though greeting me. In those moments, I feel their awareness, proof that they don't see me as just another human. They see me as part of their lives. They are not just birds anymore. They are my friends. And then there are the car rides. Yes, imagine driving with swans as passengers. They sit beside me, stretch their long necks, and poke their heads out the window like curious travelers. People at traffic lights are stunned. Some laugh, some take photos, and others just stare in disbelief. But to my swans, it all feels perfectly normal. The most unforgettable moment came with the 7th swan. He was the smallest and weakest, and I knew he wouldn't survive on his own. I held him in my arms, kept him warm, and fed him carefully. From the very first day, he trusted me completely. He followed me everywhere, making gentle sounds as if he was speaking to me. Sometimes he would rest his little head on my lap and fall asleep. In those quiet moments, I knew he saw me as his parent. Swans have taught me so much. They are deeply loyal, always together, protecting their young and standing by their partners for life. From them, I learned that trust isn't built through words, but through consistent care and kindness. To this day, I wonder why they chose my backyard. Perhaps they sensed love here. Perhaps it felt safe. Or maybe, just like me, they saw it as a small corner of paradise. Whatever the reason, I have made a promise to protect them, to keep this place safe, and to welcome them back year after year as their story continues. If you enjoyed this swan story, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing animal stories that remind us how nature changes our lives. And remember, before bringing an exotic pet into your home, always consult experts and learn what they truly need. Proper care and knowledge are the key to giving them a safe, happy life they deserve.